going on, everybody? It is Wrist Lock MMA, and we're back with another video today. Today we're breaking down UFC Abu Dhabi, Whittaker versus De Ridder. I have my friend Ethan here.
How's it going?
He's going to be helping me break down the card. I am the pro better. He is the Joe. Yeah. So me and him are going to be doing the picks back and forth, going through from the prelims to the main card. He doesn't know too much about a lot of the fighters, and we're going to see if he can outpick me. And I've even put up a little card on the line, little Aljamain signature with a piece of memorabilia with it too. Ethan picked it himself.
It's going to be my card here soon.
We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But let's get into the video. All right, so the first fight of the night is going to be between two heavyweights, Martin Buday versus Marcus Buchecha. Martin Buday has been in the UFC for a little bit. Marcus Buchecha is coming in from one championship. This is going to be his first UFC fight. Ethan, let's hear your opinion on these two fighters.
Man, just looking at it, I mean, this Martin Buday kind of looks like a bad motherfucker, but this Buchecha, you see he's got the gi on. He probably knows a little bit about something, so
He's got that jiu-jitsu for sure.
yeah. I mean, looking at the reach too, this Buchecha, he's 3 inches longer. Pause. You know what? I'm gonna have to go with Marcus Buchecha on here in his first UFC fight, coming home with the W.
Gangster. He's the minus 200 favorite. I am as well going with Marcus Buchecha. I'm picking him to TKO Martin Buday, most likely in rounds 2 or 3. That is my pick for right now. Moving on to the second fight of the night, we got Muhammad Yaya versus, hopefully I'm saying this right, Stephen Nagayan. He's the ninja, 32 years old, versus Muhammad, who's 31 years old. I believe Steven's making his UFC debut. Muhammad's been, I think he's had 2 UFC fights. Not to talk bad about him, but he's been TKO'd, I believe, in both. This fight, I believe, is on short notice, too. I don't have the odds pulled up, so I don't know what the odds currently are for this fight. Ethan, who are we thinking here?
Man, just looking at them, they match up height-wise, weight-wise. They're pretty similar fighters here. The Ninja and then the UAE Warrior. Where is this card taking place?
In the UAE, in Dubai. So he's in his home country, but I will say this. He's been there before in the UFC, and he has been TKO'd there before.
Man, I love an underdog. Give me Muhammad. Give me Muhammad by decision.
Taking Muhammad by decision. That's not bad. I think if he does win, I don't think those Dubai guys, they usually don't have fucking that big of KO power. So here's the first fight of the night we're going to disagree on. I'm going to pick my boy Steven the Ninja to TKO Mr. Muhammad. I don't know what the odds currently are. I would think they'd be pretty close. This fight was made on short notice. It's going to be at 145. I think Muhammad was supposed to have a fight, and then Steven hopped in because Muhammad's opponent had pulled out. So Steven's taking this fight on short notice, but I think he can get it done. I haven't watched any tape on this dude, if I'm being honest, but I'm just going off pure grit. I don't think Muhammad's got a good chin. I think he's going to get TKO'd in the second round. So here's the first one that me and Ethan are disagreeing on. In the third fight of the night, we got Allison versus Billy Alakana. This fight's taking place at 205, I believe. This is Billy's second fight in the UFC. Ebo is on a little bit of a win streak in the UFC. He's an exciting fighter to watch. Ethan, what is your opinion?
Hey, I like hearing about win streaks. I really do. And I mean, this guy's built like a brick shit house. I mean,
yeah, the picture they have up there.
This guy looks like an absolute unit. So it would be hard to pick against Ebo, but you know, I might have to go with Billy on this one.
You're taking Billy.
I think so. You know, just something about Ebo. It's not rubbing me the wrong way, but I kind of like Billy in this bout for some reason. Just a gut feeling.
I can see it. They obviously match up. They're both about 6'3". Both have a 77-inch reach, literally the same size. And I think he is going to TKO Billy most likely in round 1, maybe round 2. But I think he's going to look crazy doing it, big hooks, and then TKO to Billy. Bout number 4 is going to be the first women's bout. We got Tabitha Richi taking on Amanda Hebbas. Baby Sharks coming in at plus 120. These are both beautiful Brazilian women. Ethan, who do you got?
Man, you know, just going off face card alone here, I might have to go with Amanda Hebbas.
Hebbas, yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Amanda Hebbas, and you know what? I'm gonna say by submission on this.
You're calling the submission.
I'm calling submission.
That ain't a bad guess. She's definitely got submissions. I'm riding with the underdog on this one. I'm taking Tabitha Richi. I'm taking her to win by decision against Amanda. I think Amanda's going to be able to survive, but I think Richi is just a little bit younger. I think it's going to show. I think she'll have a better jab, better footwork, and I think she's just going to outwork Hebbas to a decision. So that's the third fight of the night that we are disagreeing on. We're clashing right now. We're battling. And for the fifth bout of the night, taking place at bantamweight, we got Blacksher versus Davy Grant. Both these guys are for sure on a one-fight win streak. I think they're both coming on one-fight win streaks. At 135, both veterans in the UFC with a lot of fights. Very big age difference. Ethan, who do you got?
I mean, it was kind of clear right away seeing it. I'm rocking with Blacksher.
The Monster? You mean the Monster?
The Monster. I'm rocking with the Monster.
The Monster Blacksher.
Listen, 9 years age difference is not something small
not
in my mind.
No, I agree.
And I mean, this dude just looks like an absolute savage. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with knockout. I think he's gonna catch him.
That's fair. Ethan, that's a good pick right there. I honestly tend to agree with Blacksher getting the dub. My boy Montel Jackson, shout out Milwaukee's own, knocked out Mr. Blacksher a couple fights ago. But I think has since learned from them to keep his hands up. And I think Davy Grant is good, and I think he'll put to work a little bit. But I think probably round 2, round 3, really starts putting it on him, and Davy Grant's age is going to show. Like he said, he's almost 40 years old right now. His nickname's Dangerous, and he was very dangerous, but he's getting less dangerous with that age. And I'm going to have to go with Blacksher. I'm going to take it by sub, though. So I'm taking a different method, but Blacksher by sub. Me and Ethan both agree on that one. In the sixth fight of the night, we got Muslim Salakov taking on Carlos Leal. This fight's taking place in the welterweight division. Another 10-year age difference in this fight. Ethan, what you thinking?
I mean, with a nickname like the King of Kung Fu, it's kind of easy for me to pick Carlos Leal on this one. No disrespect to Muslim, but again, 10-year age difference, and you're looking at a 41-year-old versus a 31-year-old. So I'm going to have to go with the Lion via submission on this one.
That's a fair pick. The Brazilian to submit the Russian. It's never a bad pick right there. We are going to disagree on this one. I'm taking the plus 300 underdog, the King of Kung Fu, the 41-year-old, 1 month, 2 weeks, and 3 days year old Muslim Salakov. I'm going to take him by decision. I really think he's the better fighter here. Leal's only had 1 or 2 fights in the UFC, and he's looked really good in both of them, and he's faced tough competition. But I got a weird feeling about the King of Kung Fu, man. He's really good. It's just if his chin can survive. That is the only question. I really think Carlos Leal has crazy power and good finishing skills. Like he said, even submission is possible. But can Muslim survive the power is the question. But I'm riding with Muslim Salakov by decision. It's a crazy pick. He's plus 300, but sometimes you got to roll with the underdog. Shout out to King of Kung Fu. In fight number 7, we got a banger matchup with Bryce Mitchell having his first fight at 135, taking on Saeed Nurmagomedov. This is a really good matchup. This fight got, I think, like last minute got put on here. This is Bryce's first fight at 135. And Ethan, who are you taking in this one?
What does Bryce usually fight at?
145. So in his past fights, he's fought at 145, and I guess he felt like he could make the weight at 135, and he's got a decent frame for it. So if he thinks he can do it healthily, then I think he should. And definitely going to be interesting.
I think I'm going to go with Saeed Nurmagomedov on this one. Cousin, brother of Habib, but I mean, those Dagestanis are different, and I just know the style that they have out there. So I'm going to go with Nurmagomedov via submission.
That's fair. Bryce Mitchell was submitted in his last fight by Gene Silva. I don't know what kind of mental state Bryce Mitchell is in. You never know. He thinks the earth is flat. He's got a lot of opinions. And Saeed lost his last fight to Vinicius Oliveira, who's no scrub. And Saeed actually put up a decent fight. But I am going to go with the underdog at plus 100. Again, a lot of underdogs I like on this card. Bryce Mitchell to get it done. I think he's going to outwork Saeed, put the pressure on him. Bryce Mitchell has really good grappling. Yeah, he did get submitted by Gene, but it was just like he got caught in a ninja choke, and stuff happens sometimes. But I think Bryce Mitchell by decision, maybe a late TKO. Who knows? Saeed's shown possibilities to get caught in weird stuff, and Bryce is different. So I'm gonna take Bryce Mitchell at plus 100. Got Nikita Krylov versus Bogdan Guskov. The minor taking on Sidrovich. I don't know how to say that, Ethan. Who do you got in this one and why?
I'm going to have to go with Nikita, actually, on this one. I mean, he's got 40 fights underneath his belt, so he's definitely seen a wide array of, I feel like, different types of fighters come his way. So Bogdan, I mean, he looks like a scary dude, I can't lie. But, I mean, something about 40 fights, 30 wins that I really like. So I'm going to actually go with the minor on this one via decision.
That's fair. That's a good insight for sure. I mean, if you got 40 fights and you win 30 of them, that's 75% win rate. That's pretty good. This one's hard to pick. I kind of have been going back and forth, but right now with this one, I hear Ethan pick Nikita Krylov, and he is the Joe, and I am the pro. I am going Bogdan Guskov at plus 165. I saw his last fight live when he knocked out somebody on this card. It was in the earlier. He knocked out Billy Alakana.
One of my picks.
Yeah, one of your picks. He knocked out in LA, and I was there live. And I think this dude's got really good power. And Nikita Krylov, I was also there live when he got knocked out. At UFC 314 in Miami. So I've seen Bogdan Guskov knock somebody out, and I've seen Nikita Krylov get knocked out. I'm going to go with Bogdan Guskov by knockout. Nikita Krylov folds in round 2. Cash another underdog. Let's go. I'm battling right now. I'm going against the books. And Ethan. This is another short notice fight. Fight number 9 is going to be Asu Alambulakov. I probably murdered that right there, but I do not know how to say that last name. Jose versus Jose Ochoa. This is going to be a flyweight fight. Short notice. Jose really looked good in his last fight. He fought Cody Durden. Ethan, before I say any more, what is your take right now?
Man, I mean, I'm just looking at these odds right now, and they're pretty much even.
Pick 'em. It's a pick 'em for sure.
Oof, man, this is tough. They measure up very similar to one another. I'm going to have to go with Jose Ochoa on this one for no reason other than the fact that he's a little younger. And, 8-1 record, so he doesn't have as many fights as Azu. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Something about Jose is kind of jumping off the page at me. So that's going to be my pick here via, I think, decision. I think this is going to go the whole time. So Jose via decision.
Ethan, you are a pro right here because I have the same thing written down on the paper. Jose Ochoa by decision is the pick. I believe he maybe could catch Asu. Asu's got really good slick striking. And maybe this is going to be too much too soon for Jose. But I think Jose is ready for this. And he's got a good chin. He's got fast hands. And you saw what just happened with Joshua Van rising up, and I think this could be another case where Jose shines big on a good stage on this big fight night. 3 fights left on the card. Next one, number 10, is going to be Shara the Bullet Magomedov taking on Marc-Andre Barriot, the Canadian. The Canadian is going into enemy territory, taking on Shara. The only place it seems like he's fighting is Dubai nowadays, I think because his eye. And it's definitely always... It's scary to pick a guy with one eye. So, Ethan, what's your take in this fight?
Shara is one of the few fighters that I'm actually pretty familiar with on this card. I mean, he is at the top of the list of scariest dudes I think that I've ever seen in my life. So I'm going to have to go with Shara on this one. Again, no knowledge of Marc-Andre, but he looks like a decent fighter. So I'm going to actually take Shara via decision in this round.
Okay. That's fair. That's a fair pick. Taking the Bullet to beat Polbar. Shara Bullet's a minus 500 favorite, so a super big favorite. You'd have to bet $500 to win back $100. So Shara is a huge favorite against him. It's hard to pick against it, but at the same time, I've made money when he fought MVP, when Shara fought MVP in Dubai. But MVP Marc-Andre is not at the level of MVP. He's not what MVP is. So I'm going to take Shara as well. I think this fight is going to be close in the first round, and then in round 2 or 3, Shara Bullet spinning something, spinning head kick, spinning something. It's going to be something crazy. That's what I'm calling. And I got Shara Bullet via spinning something in round 2 or 3. So me and Ethan do have the same pick on this one. And in the co-main of the evening, we got Peter Yan versus Marcus McGee. This fight's taking place at bantamweight. This is a banger matchup. Marcus McGee is very underrated. He fights in Arizona with Kyler Phillips and guys like Jose Delgado. He's been a training partner of Sean O'Malley's for a bit. Ethan, what are you thinking on this one?
I mean, I know Peter Yan. I know he's a former champion. Don't know much about Marcus McGee, but I mean, there's just something about championship DNA that it's hard for me to look past. I know he's not there right now, looking to get back.
Right.
But I'm going to have to go with Peter Yan here, and I think this is going to go the distance as well. So I'm going to say Peter Yan via decision. No mercy.
No mercy. I'm Peter Yan. I think he'd be a dope-ass dude to hang out with. I'm going to go ahead and agree with Ethan. Peter Yan's just going to be too much for Marcus. Marcus is older. He's 35, so he's trying to make this push because this is his chance. He's not going to have too much time in this division. I'm sure he probably doesn't make 135 too easy. He's built pretty strong. I was at his last fight in New York, and he won, but I wasn't too impressed with how he won, and the competition was not Peter Yan. So I'm going to go Peter Yan, either third round TKO or Peter Yan decision. I think he's going to maybe lose round 1, but I promise you that'll be the only round he will lose. If he loses that round, Peter Yan via decision or third round TKO is my pick for the fight. And in the main event, fight number 12, we got Robert Whittaker taking on Rene de Ridder. Very good matchup in the middleweight division. Rene just came over from one not too long ago. I think he's had 3 fights in the UFC. He was a double champ in the one promotion, and he is a guy that's very big. He's 6'4", 6'4" in the 185 division. That's a pretty big dude. In person, he looks all of it. He's one of those guys. Some guys, they say they're 6'4". He is definitely 6'4". Ethan, what is your pick in this one?
Man, again, Robert Whittaker is one of those fighters that I have a little bit of knowledge on. Again, former champion.
Exactly, yep.
But just looking at the measurables here, I mean, 6'4" versus 6 foot. I mean, he's got a crazy reach advantage, almost 5 full inches on Robert Whittaker. So I'm going to have to say Rene here. But again, Robert Whittaker, former champion, has been in the game for a long time. So I don't see him getting knocked out, and I definitely don't see him getting caught with some kind of sneaky choke or submission. So I'm going to go with Rene via decision.
And this fight, just so you know, it is a 5-round fight. The main event is going to be a 5-round fight. So I don't know. That probably sways the decision pick.
That changes nothing.
It changes nothing. I just wanted to let you know it was 5 rounds. So you got Rene de Ridder?
I got Rene de Ridder. Yeah,
Dutchman. He's Dutch. You got the Dutchman?
I'll take the Dutchman. I'll take RDR on this one. Again, via decision. I mean, one former UFC champion, one former ONE champion.
Yeah.
And these guys probably have
two-weight champion too. He was the champion at 185 and 205, I believe.
Okay, so definitely, I mean, the gas tank's going to be there for both these guys. So I like my pick with RDR via decision.
Swag pick. Man, this fight is a tough fight to pick. Robert Whittaker's coming in as the favorite, minus 175. Both of them 34 years old. Rob's bit smaller. Reneer's 6'4". Rob's coming in at 6 foot. Gross fight to pick. I don't know how Whittaker's the favorite. I've seen him fold Dodrikas and Shemaev. Obviously, those two guys are fighting for the middleweight title, so they're the best in the division. But Rene, I think he's honestly on that type of grappling, and I think Whittaker's shown multiple times he can be submitted if put in the spot in that rear naked choke, and Reneer's got one of the better rear naked chokes in the UFC. He's got the size. So I am siding with Ethan in this as well, and we are both taking the plus 150 underdog and Rene de Ridder, the former ONE champion, to win this fight. I think it's going to be a really good fight. I think I'm probably going Rene submission, but I think it's either Rene submission or Robert Whittaker KO. I don't see this fight going to decision. But Ethan's going to have a chance to win the Aljamain Sterling autographed with the memorabilia card. If he outpicks me, I think we had 5-6 picks different, so it definitely we should have a winner for sure. And if Ethan loses, he doesn't know this yet, But if he loses, he has to spar Dante for a round on camera. And I will post it to Wristlock. All right, the video is coming to an end. Ethan, any final regards?
No, man. Thanks for having me on. I think if you guys ride with my picks, I'm going to win you guys a lot of money here. So excited for the fights this weekend, and shout out Wristlock MMA.
Yes, sir. Some of the picks you might make some money on, the ones that we agreed on, but be careful picking the ones that he picked that I did not pick, because that may involve you losing some money. So be careful.
Or winning big.
No. But thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Thank you very much. And have a great day. Thanks for watching. Peace.